All right, what's up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. A little later than usual, and it's I saw you see what I responded to Anzo with.
Yeah, I saw it. Said
Yeah.
CP 2 times. Kramer's probably tardy.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was here.
Yeah. I had to restart my computer. Me and Brandman were the late ones.
Yeah, they both messaged me and said that they're just waiting. They're restarting stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, but the Canadian $5 super chat. Don't.
Oh, it's so funny because I'm telling you, man, I'm here.
I'm always late. I'm always late.
I'm guilty of usually being late myself. So
yeah. Check your settings, Brandman. I think
your
mic
is your camera
mic is the wrong setting. Yeah.
Yeah, I was messing around with it earlier. So let me.
Sounds like it's your camera right now. So that's all.
But appreciate the super chat.
That's my boy.
Who else we got in the house? We got Sheed in here.
What's up, man?
Profess the film fan.
Well, Profess, what's going on? I got something I get off my chest, man. I really do.
Yeah, we're getting into that right off the bat. Collect
Testing
the movie, man.
Out again.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Very good.
JG in the house. What's up?
JG. What's up? Collective Movie Man says looking forward what we think about the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer. And tomorrow is his mom's birthday. She'll be 71. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
This is Collector Movie Mom.
It's actually my sister's birthday too. My older sister's birthday. She turns 40. Well, I mean, she's 41. Sorry, because I was like, I'm turning 40. Oh yeah, she's 41.
Yeah.
So
I just said, wait, did Tank just call me Canadian dollar? Oh man. Okay, no, it's Tank's fault. Because it says CA on there. Well, what's the Canadian dollar? Looney Toony?
You just call it Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes?
It's just little.
Hey, it's not my fault. Calling your money.
Putting tariffs on it now, Tank. That's what's going on.
Oh man, don't even get me started. So I work in shipping, so UPS was kind of jumping on the bandwagon early, like getting all their shit ready. Bro, so many fucking issues. Like I had shipping because I usually ship cylinders to Canada for my company, I work for a industrial gas company. And dude, this whole week was like this call after call after call is like, yeah, you need to fill this out better. You need to fill this out. Like they want every T, every I dotted, every dollar amount down to the penny. It was like, fuck, man, you guys suck, man.
It's not their fault. It's our fault.
No, they're just like, I think they're getting ready. Like for sure. It's them getting ready. So we got Mama Bear. What's up, Mama Bear? Appreciate you. See, it's a loony and a toonie. Damn Americans.
We don't know nothing.
You can't come in here and say my money is called a loony and a toonie and then be mad at me.
No, it's funny because even when I go to Canada, I still use American dollar. Like, it's just, you have to go. It depends on how far I go. Even in Toronto, I was able to use American dollar, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. And collector to the down one. We have dollars. Our dollars are loony. 2 is a toonie, and the rest is dollars. Yeah. Is that the official name, or is that more just like
slang?
Like the slang for it, like like calling $1 a buck or something like that, like
that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because loony's alone, toonies two.
Yeah. And JG said, Anzo, don't no one care about your Harry Potter spell names for money. I like that one.
JG's hilarious. We gotta get JG on here because he's literally hilarious. I love him so much.
Yes, we can. Yes, you Canada. It's a nickname. Okay, it's more of a nickname.
So it's just a buck.
That makes sense.
I'm saying, no, don't bring him on. Oh man.
Well, my words say it's a loony because it has a loon on it. The hell's a loon?
Okay.
Oh, it's a bird. Okay.
Oh, guess what I finished today?
What'd you finish?
You did not finish Dust.
I finished it today.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I was sitting and reading it. There's like you can see like teardrops on it because I was crying. I was
So does Dust goes back to the main silo? No.
Yeah, so it goes between all of them.
It
goes between all of them. So it's like bouncing back from like silo 1 to 17 to 18, and it's just
that's
a lot.
That's why I think season 2 or season 3 and 4 of Silo might be a combination of the 2 books, because then you can go between what's happening in the past and current time, and you can kind of bounce back and forth. That's what I think they're gonna, because there's 2 seasons. Like, I don't think it's enough for
it's enough
for both books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's enough. Because the reason why the book is so big is because it's going into detail, a lot of detail about things, but a lot of things you don't have to read because you'll see.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of. There's only like Thurman, 2. There's like 5 new characters, but not really major. There's 3 major characters, 4 major characters, that new ones. But besides that, it's pretty much the same characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of death and a lot of life and a lot of changes, and the eating is really, really good. So
check that out. So like I said, I definitely think the tariff is going to affect physical media, and make physical media prices go up, because we have a lot of our 4Ks from Mexico. That's where the distribution is at. Yeah.
Well, it affects my comic books. I get a lot of comic books from Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of the centers is up there.
Yep.
That makes sense. I mean, right now it's not like all the tariff stuff is on pause, but we'll see what happens. Oh,
Cosmic Comics. I got a lot of them out there. I get some out of can't remember what the other one is right now off the top of my head. But I get a lot of them from there because I try to complete collections and stuff like that. So if there's a Canadian version of the same type, I'll grab both of them. Cool. So it's cool, but now like the prices are going to go skyrocket, and that's not going to make me happy at all. But it is what it is.
Like I said, there's a pause on the tariff that was going to be a tariff, but then they decided to pause it. So you fix the problem that you created. So we'll see how that goes. JG will ruin your channel if you've not seen the OOC.
It is not JG's fault. The comments go, it's crazy, man. Keep checks coming. Keep tuning in.
Yeah. Because I bring flavor to the OOC. We all know how blank Canadians can get.
It's funny you can talk about Canadians, but that's the one thing OOC is not, and that's bland. There's a lot of things that are bland,
right?
That's not it. That's not it. Yeah. They use paprika. They use the seasoning salt. They got some lemon pepper in their stuff. It's okay.
They said we only bring you on so you can show how Americans can be. I mean, that is true.
I'm not arguing with that anymore.
Blame Canada time. Does that need to be a clip? Just from South Park? Blame Canada.
Yeah.
Or from Toy Story 4. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Canada. with
boom.
Duke Kaboom.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts, because like his kid's name has like a super French name.
Oh my god, I know.
He always makes. I would make fun of it too, but
I forgot.
Yeah, man, but they don't know about Canadians stick together. Hey, it's fine. You're frozen together. Really, that's what it is. You're like popsicle.
the double together. You gotta have to use that body heat. Keep warm. Unless you are Drake.
Unless you Drake.
Mama Bear is around. We disavow Drake.
Exactly. Oh man.
Yeah.
Y'all should introduce him.
Yeah.
I choose peace, my bear. I choose peace. Look, JG is hilarious. I'm telling you, he's the best hype man in the world. I enjoy all their different personalities. So I mean, it's just it's fun.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Yeah, we definitely gotta get JG on here.
Thank you guys, because I was in a real bad mood. I was in a real bad mood.
That's why I was like, I don't know. You don't want to talk about what puts you in a bad mood now?
No, we gotta talk about it. At least, mention this stuff because this is.
Yeah. Well, you still have the quote up, or
I always have it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, we have the rumor that we got a couple of weeks ago. The rumor of possibly recasting T'Challa was at this point. It's got to be like a few weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago at this point.
Roughly,
and then since then, I believe earlier this week, Nate Moore has come out and kind of said it's not true. I think you have the exact quote. What he said. Yeah,
he said he was talking to the AV Club, via comic book. He said the truth is there's no truth to these rumors. Never say never to anything. We haven't really had a lot of creative conversations with Ryan Coogler yet because he's finishing the film Sinners, which comes out later this year. It's like plug. And then he says, we'll get into this later, but everything you read online is not true. If for no other reason than we just haven't started working on it. Sure, we'll no doubt get a new Black Panther, but I think most of us would probably agree that the MCU role of T'Challa should belong to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. So, but he kind of left it open a little bit more.
I hate him. I'm at this point right now with Nate Moore. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't, because like I talk about comic books, right? I literally, there's probably 2 comic books written by He Who Shall Not Be Named that I don't have in my Black Panther collection. Besides, I have all the story. I know all of it. I have the Fantastic Four. I have the Avengers ones. I have all of it. I am a huge fan. I have posters all over my wall. I have every action figure. I have all of it. I love it. But if they continue with this whole thing to child, I'm at a point where I'm just going to say, I might not be able to ride with it anymore, man. I'll be done with the MCU part of it. I will still read all the books and still collect everything from that and know the storylines and understand, I mean, what was the whole point Jack Kirby creating T'Challa, in 1966? What happened? What was so important in 1966, guys? The Civil Rights Movement. Why would you do that? That's why you bring T'Challa in and why he made him so great. And then we had people like Hudlin and Priest, and that ran with it, and made these great in the 88 and 98 these great series of books and storylines and coats and you start seeing how it really formed it more. And it's like I feel like he didn't read not one of those motherfuckers. Like he doesn't understand about him at all, or understand how it matters,
how important it is
to a young Black boy like me, who at the time I was a little nerdy boy trying to follow his father around, going to the barbershop. There's a comic book store right next door. Seeing someone who's Black there, picking up a comic book that it stuck with me. It stuck with me, right? And that's why it still matters to me. So hearing him say this stuff and not understanding, and why the fuck is he even talking about debunking rumors where our voice could lift it up, could lift up this thing and make people realize. Ever since the further we get away from Chadwick's untimely death, the more people are starting to get on the bandwagon of recasting, understanding why it's important to do this.
They should have done it from the beginning.
He's still fucking talking. Why? Stop. Let you go. Leave Marvel.
Didn't you quit?
Like, dude, why are you holding on for this Black Panther 3 to burn this shit to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
And that's what it seems like.
And then Tank said something, it's like, hey, but look, people are going to see this and then they're going to not go, right? And it was let's say Black Panther only the third movie makes $400 million. But then that's a self-fulfilling prophecy because that's what they thought at the beginning. Hey, they're not going to go support this movie. So then you made it happen. And then you're going to tell me that it's our fault for not supporting it. Me and Anzo had this discussion all the time, Like, you need to support Black movies, right? But when they do it wrong, why should I go see a movie that I don't appreciate?
Yep.
That I don't like. So just because it's a Black movie, I have to go do it. It's hard. But then once again, if one doesn't make money, they said, look, they don't support it at all either. We get rid of this Black superhero idea. And it's mind-boggling. And it's a shit show. And I feel like it just all starts with this motherfucking Nate Moore. He's killing me. And the more I read about him, the more frustrating I get. Just between that and the King and all this stuff that they just this has been a terrible last week.
Yeah. Well, I saw Chill posted something over on his X profile because Jeff Snyder is the one that kind of came out with this rumor, with the scoop that they're gonna recast, and they talked about it on John Roca's channel, who's another like movie guy, and kind of he calls him out. He's like, he goes, so what is it? Like, you're not gonna recast, but never say never. Like, which part of what you said am I supposed to believe? And that's kind of the talking out of both sides of your mouth kind of thing that a lot of these producers tend to do, especially somebody like Nate Moore, where the first movie, he's so important and we have to have him and blah, 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 and said all these things that Brian basically said. But then as soon as the actor dies, all that goes out the window because Chadwick is more important than the character.
No, the character's bigger than the actor.
100%.
I don't know why they're writing themselves into a corner this badly and be insisting on it ending with him. It's not like it's not like other people didn't play the Joker after Heath Ledger died.
Dude, they're coming out with a new Superman movie. They did a Christopher Reeves.
They just did a Christopher Reeve documentary. So the role didn't end when he had his accident and then when he ultimately passed away. I don't know why they would write themselves into a corner like that. It seemed way too reactionary with what happened with Chadwick Boseman. You just threw it all down the shitter. When you very clearly had plans for this character to be an integral figure in the MCU for the next 10 X amount of years, just like Captain America and Iron Man were. Why are you so goddamn insistent on just throwing that down the shitter due to circumstance? You recast William Hurt when he fucking died with Harrison Ford.
And no one bats an eye.
And no one bats an
eye about that.
Everyone's just rolling with it.
Everyone's hyped. Everyone's hyped to get to see Red Hawk.
Yeah,
they get to see the next level of this character. You know what I mean? So
Chadwick Boseman said numerous times in interviews that he himself thought the role was bigger than him, and after his time on this earth was over, or if he ever stopped playing the role for whatever reason, he wanted it to carry on. So that's why I found Wakanda Forever so disrespectful. And they, it's more or less like they just, forewent everything that they had previously said, everything that the actor himself said, because they wanted to capitalize off of his death. Say what you will, the cast members were hurting, that Ryan Coogler was hurting, whoever was hurting, and they just wanted to pay tribute to him to an extent. Absolutely. And I don't want to take that away from him, but don't bullshit around and say you weren't capitalizing off of his death to an extent. Mm-hmm. And now look where you are, a very a very fruitful opportunity to carry on with the character, and a very you obviously had big plans for him moving forward, only to do away with that, and now that puts everything as far as the MCU goes in a big quandary.
And it's so funny. I think I know I'm going to say this, and I'm going to kind of get out the way, let you guys continue to talk. But Chadwick Boseman, like when he talks about Denzel, so we know Denzel is very, very instrumental in getting Black Panther made, between him and Wesley Snipes and pushing all this stuff and everything. And he said stuff like, he was talking about how great and how honored he was and turned down roles and all this stuff. And then he said something like, now I want you to sit back after you've done all this stuff and let who has watered be watered. Now that you've done all this, sit back in and see the fruits of your labor. Mm-hmm. And how things continue because of the seeds you planted. And we had a chance to let Chadwick plant a seed and see what grows from it. And instead, we said, that tree got to be chopped down because it's only going to be one. Mm-hmm. It represents a person who died, so there's only one. I hate that argument. There only could be one argument. It's my least favorite. I literally hate there could only be one argument.
Me too.
It belittles every other person in the world. Yet that's what you want to run with. There can only be one. I'm frustrated. I'm sad, and I'm running out of fire for it. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Why am I fighting this fight against you?
Yeah.
Why are you choosing to do this shit?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the there can only be one argument, unless we're talking about Highlander. We can get away with it there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, even that that's not even true, because they did the TV show, and the TV show was a different character.
It was a different character.
And there could be only one there, and while there was two, so but even they're doing a reboot for that. They're doing a reboot for that. So Henry Cavill is gonna be the new Highlander. So it's like and it's not like is that gonna disrespect the original? Because the original is like a classic, so you give it space to be compared and let fans enjoy different takes on it, and let a new audience start to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's the same thing with what they're doing with William Hurt. Like, we got to enjoy him in all the early MCU stuff. He passed away. But the character is very important because he becomes the Red Hulk, and Red Hulk has some cool stuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do that with T'Challa?
And they recast William Hurt while his corpse was still fresh.
Oh, super quick.
It's, to me, the argument's almost like Sidney Poitier saying, "Hey, he's such a good actor. We don't need anyone else doing anything he does. We don't need another great actor because we got Sidney Poitier. We don't need anyone else because we have Denzel Washington. We don't need to make another movie about this because he did so well. No one else could touch it. Like, that argument doesn't hold water for me. I think that's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
If it's a character, let the character live.
Yeah.
And especially if it matters to people. Especially in this country with the people that care about it, why wouldn't you just let it be? I respect you taking the time, but if he tells you, hey, you plant a seed, you water it, and you see the fruits of your labor, and you sit back and see that it's good and how it's better because of what you've done.
Yep.
If he's saying that to you, then why would you choose not to?
Yeah. It's almost like you become selfish with the person, not even the character. You become selfish with the person, where you know what, Chadwick means more to me, like Ryan Coogler. So therefore, you guys are. It didn't mean that much to you because you didn't work with him. You only saw him on screen, But like you're almost like gatekeeping, his greatness. It's like.
And
I
yeah,
don't know. It never sat right with me.
Well, yeah, and this goes without saying. This isn't to detract what Chadwick Boseman's very, very good work in the role, but the fact of the matter is they had big plans for this character moving forward. To unceremoniously do away with all of that the way that they did, disservice to the actor, disservice to the character.
It's disservice to us.
And yeah, and it was just way too reactionary. They didn't they went about it the wrong. They are going about it the wrong way
continually.
And it seems like they're going out of their way to do it. Not only 100%,
that, 100%.
Yeah. And I wonder if this last phase would have been better with a leader, because this whole phase you didn't have any leaders.
It was all over the place.
Exactly.
Wakanda Forever derailed everything.
Yeah. And not having T'Challa around to lead and maybe try to keep people together, and stuff like that. Yeah, I just think that's
it's short-sighted, it's selfish, it's not the way you should run anything. No one else would do that, but we have to do that. And it's gotten to a point right now. I was just telling the guys, I'm reading this, Milestone Initiative. So what Milestone is doing, they're trying to bring back Milestone, right? So they're finding they don't have the same creators that they had before. So what they're doing, they're going to younger creators, younger Black creators, and they're bringing them all in and they give them a chance to write this story and come up with these great storylines. And this has like 10 stories, I think it is. 12 short stories with different characters in it, bringing the right character, these type of characters to life, and bringing a new level, a new age group into this writing of stuff, and I thought that was genius, right? Because they're bringing the characters to life and they care about the actual characters. And I was reading, I was like, man, this sounds really good. And then I look at the end and I was like, who wrote this? And I was like, oh, it's Hudlin, who's wrote 70 or 41 Black Panther comics. Like it's funny that he's now doing the DC stuff because they care about it. Reginald Hudlin is a great writer, and I'm enjoying this. And is it going to cause me to lose all the stuff that all the comic books, all the storylines, the things that I really have from my childhood that made me want to stand up and do great things? Am I going to lose that? Am I going to go somewhere else and look for it?
Yeah.
I might have to. That just might be where we are now.
And DC's right there. DC's right there, and they're bringing back the Milestone thing, because I heard about the initiative thing. It was like late last year. I remember seeing like little posters for it and stuff like that. So I thought that was like pretty cool. And I remember hearing the one creator of Milestone, the one who's still alive, him and some other people that were trying to bring it back, and they were talking about like the announcement of the return of Milestone. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, and like you said, they're going with younger people. So I haven't been to the comic book store like in a long time, so I might have to go pick that up.
Well, what's it called? Shadow. I think what's the one I was reading? Shadow Cabinet. Shadow Cabinet. This is Milestone Universe. Shadow Cabinet. That one was already, I think we're on the third one. The fourth one's supposed to come out next week. That's a really good run already. I'm enjoying it a lot. But this is showing that Newtown could do different stories, and they kind of all meshed together, and it was good. But once again, they understand the characters. They need to push the characters. You don't let them just stay stagnant. You know, if someone cares about them, let them be. Give them a voice and to a new generation. You don't have to just say, well, we already did that comic book, so we're not going to do it again. We're going to let this character, hey, someone already wrote it. Someone was already the guy, so we don't need to continue to do it anymore.
Mm.
All the writers are gone, so that doesn't matter anymore. So we don't need to go ahead and follow up anymore. No, let's not let it die. Let's bring it in. Let's keep it going. Let's let it be a seed that sprouts more and more vegetation, like that. All of a sudden, you have a forest of stuff instead of just letting this one seed be it.
Yeah,
that's all I got. That's
all. Yeah. But we'll, it's until it's set in stone, we don't know. But just him coming out and just not even giving the fans a moment of like excitement, because when it came out, like it was all over Twitter. It was trending again. Recast T'Challa was trending again for like a day or two. So they see it. 100% they see it. And whether you support him or not, E-Man is still one of the bigger voices of the recast movement. And he even talked about it too, how, and he's still recast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And more people. John Campea is jumping. I'm gonna say jumping. He was always on the bandwagon, but he made videos about it recently. When it came out, he's like, it should do it. There's that video I think E-Man put out the other day or yet today, I think, with Chris Carr. She's like one of the co-hosts on the Campea show. Yep. And her talking about it because I know her and E-Man had her and E-Man had a conversation about it because she wasn't, and then went on board. Even somebody like FD Signifier, because he believed kind of what that narrative was, that like, oh, the recast people just hate women, and FD Signifier had a video with E-Man, and they talked about the importance of this character, and even FD Signifier changed his mind. He's on the recast train now. So it's like people are starting to realize like, oh shit, this isn't what all the anti-recasters are talking about, how we all hate women and we don't want to see Shuri. I'm like, no, that's not what we're saying.
It's not even that.
Yeah. No. It's just because we say we like waffles doesn't mean we hate pancakes. It's that analogy. It's like we want to see Shuri do well. We want to see her be her own character and not just being a shadow of somebody else. So yeah. It's just it's a fight that I think where he's got to keep fighting, and whenever somebody says something positive, we got to promote it. And whenever somebody says negative, we got to call them out on it, and usually the ones saying negative are,
is Marvel,
the calls coming from inside the house, it's,
y'all just shut up.
Yeah. It's usually Nate Moore, because Coogler hasn't really said anything as of late, like since Wakanda Forever. So
yeah, he's kept quiet.
Yeah, which I get. He's the director. He's got other projects and other stuff going on. So, well, like I said, we'll see. Yeah,
it is what it is.
But cool. Let's see what you guys are in chat saying.
And thanks for listening to our rant, because it's just
I know
it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Yeah, not Spider-Man versus Doom. Yeah, T'Challa versus Kang. That's exactly what it should have been.
That's what it's going to be.
Yep. Isn't the Fantastic Four total recast? Yeah. Again, a second time a recast.
We
already did a recast.
Different universe than the Foxverse, but I digress.
Oh, yeah, you're true. That's true.
Yeah.
Dishonorary cop. I like that one from Mulan. Yeah, exactly. Nick Collector, he's upset right now because there's a report that Paramount is gonna do a fourth Back to the Future movie.
I heard about that.
I did not. So that's interesting. Paramount needs to do something. So I figured they were gonna touch Back to the Future, whether do a reboot or a continuation. they continue. I'm not fully against a fourth one because it would be interesting if it's like now where they go back to the 80s to do something with those characters when they go back even further in time, kind of, like,
Yeah,
or, before they jump in the future.
But you're not gonna have the same people doing it.
Yeah, Michael J.
Michael J.
Fox.
Fox,
I love him. He can't
You
do
can't
it.
do it, right? So I would rather you just do a full reboot.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, don't do a Back to the Future 4. Just do a full reboot and
Just leave it.
Yeah.
But
Just
Paramount
don't even
struggling
leave
right
it.
now.
Just
They
don't
have to
even
do
reboot it.
So they have to do something because they're going to close their doors.
Yeah. I mean, they're already selling off stuff and,
they
splitting it.
All right. This is Anzo's video. I pulled it up and started playing.
Oh, okay. What'd you say, Brandman? I missed it.
No, I understand they have to do something. They just don't have to do Back to the Future. Leave well enough alone.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes. I mean, it might be sold by the time they even, do something with it. So we'll see how Paramount itself handles. We got T in the house. What's up, T?
What up, T? I saw
We just got back from seeing Hard Eyes. Okay. How'd you like it? Let us know.
No, he just did.
Oh, was it? It was a movie that was made. Okay.
People.
Okay.
It was a movie and it was made, guys. It was made.
Yeah. Because it looked
Some
like
of the reviews that I've been skimming have some of the reviews I've been skimming have actually said it's pretty. Actually, so
yeah,
I'm definitely going to see it.
I'll probably check it out.
Let me know how it is.
Yeah, I like the creative team behind it, so it's definitely a goofy kind of horror film, I think. So, even the trailer is like, oh, it's good. It's one of those kind of campy, goofy horror films.
I go to a slasher movie for like the campy nature and the elaborate kills. So,
yeah, all the gore. Kevin Davis said, people easily offended about everything that Disney's doing right now. Yeah, I mean, there's always those people, but it needs to be like a good reason for me, to like pay attention when it's like, oh, hey, there's a gay person or a black person or, this or that. It's like, I don't really care, Yeah. Like, let me know when Disney tries to like Disneyfy like fucking Hitler, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Seriously.
Disney Disneyfying Star Wars was foreseeable. That's what Disney does. They did it to Snow White, they did it to Cinderella, they did it to Little Mermaid, they did it to every classic Disney movie. That's a Disney-fied version of the original story. So this is what they do, So, but and for the most part, I think Marvel is doing okay, but they just can't figure out. They just can't figure out the T'Challa thing is a big one, and the King one is another issue.
They didn't think it through.
Yeah.
The
King one's a little bit more complicated because it's a lot of PR, and stuff like that. So you have to kind of, I don't know. Again, they're just reactionary to, the word guilty.
I mean, they didn't get rid of everybody else that did stuff.
Exactly.
That's why.
You look at Robert Downey Jr.'s history before he was cast as Iron Man.
Went to prison.
That dude was in every type of trouble under the sun.
Like he went to jail.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He is a convicted felon,
right?
Like he is a legit convicted felon. Drug abuse and stuff like that. But redemption is a big thing, and I can't wait till we talk about Invincible, because the whole redemption arc, like redemption stuff, like, oh man, like we're finally getting into the good shit of Invincible, like the deep shit, the real shit, like all the stuff that's about to happen. Like, damn, like it's gonna get.
Don't tell me what's about to happen, Tank. What the hell?
What?
No.
I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen, but we're getting into the actual like.
I feel like Tank's going to be there next to us to like say, hey, watch this. And they're looking at us while we're looking at it. Why it's about to happen.
I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. Like thanks for ruining it. But I guess I kind of did that a little bit. But but even these first three episodes where I thought were really good.
Yeah, it completely blindsided me. I almost forgot that it was coming. That it was back today.
I'm not even going to talk about it until we start talking about it.
Yeah. See, Ty said John Campea made a video yesterday where he called Kang character a bad character and that there was no loose ends with the character.
Kang is not a bad character. What they did to Kang was terrible.
Yeah, what they did to him was bad. So,
you depowered him. The importance of was no longer.
Yeah,
they just messed up the character 100%.
He lost every time.
If they were trying to introduce this character as the big successor to Thanos or the follow up to Thanos as the big overarching villain, it wasn't the best first impression.
Or second or third impression.
It was just terrible writing. Like, I mean, he did a fine job being Kang. It wasn't him being Kang. It was all about what the hell are you doing with this damn movie?
Jonathan Majors himself was never the problem. It was everything.
He tried
else.
to be the solution.
Yeah. But the bad character, you can argue on why it's bad. Well, I don't think the character itself. But this version of the character was kind of bad. Because the MCU is its own thing.
I don't know. You still could have fixed the character.
Yeah.
And why would you do that and then kill him up and then bring back Fantastic Four? That's what?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But saying there's no loose ends, that's wild. That his story ends in a one line in a TV show. Like, no.
The Infinite Kangs is not a loose end. What?
Yeah. Well, because in Loki, they're like, oh, all of our TVA people are handling all the variant kings. Yeah, like that's how you finish his story. Like, come on, no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Yeah, and people loved Kang. Because I think they loved Jonathan Majors and they wanted to see him have that win, and they wanted. I don't know why they refuse to let the character win. I don't know. Where we at? I think I saw Drew in the house.
Yep.
What's up, Drew?
So what's that?
Said watched 2 of the 8 movies I got for my birthday last week. Nice.
And then Piece by Piece was not bad. And the Wild Robot was.
What was Piece by Piece?
So which it's the Pharrell music.
Oh, the Lego one. Yeah,
Lego.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was not bad. That was a pretty good Lego movie, I thought.
That's right up Drew's, right his alley. Like that's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Wild Robot is amazing. Like absolutely amazing. That's like on my TV at least a couple times a week at this point. Yeah. But the thing, Michael J. Fox can barely even act. Yeah. That's why it would have to be somebody else.
You couldn't do it now.
He physically cannot do it. So,
but why would you do it then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do agree. It should be left alone too.
But you understand if a company's going under, they're going to use all their assets.
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they have to do to try to save itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he said it's worth seeing. Just leave your brain at home and enjoy gore. Okay. That's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm not at a slasher film. I'm not there to see Christopher Nolan. So
yeah, exactly.
I wanted to make a little bit of sense.
Yeah,
I wanted to make a little sense. That's
yeah. Oh, well, your collector saying he can go see it for free, so definitely go see it for free if you can. A movie's always better when you don't have to pay for it.
It does make you feel better.
Yeah. Good or bad, you still feel okay walking out.
Unless you waste 3 hours and realize it was just a waste of time.
Yeah, that's true. It could be really, really. Those are rare. Those are very rare kind of movies like that. They're bad where you feel like you wasted your time. That's like a movie, like what, once every other year or so, like once every 24 months, 36 months, something like that.
I don't know, man. Everything that Sony makes for the Spider-Verse was pretty much that.
That is true. That is true. We got Danny. What's up? Road to Wisdom.
Danny?
Appreciate you, Danny. She said, there's nothing to figure out. Recast T'Challa, make more money. Let Jonathan be king. Let him do his. It's not complicated at all. Yeah. Well, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Just at least give him one more movie. One more movie that come out. But right now, I saw, I think Chill was talking about it too, and a few other people. They're waiting on Magazine Dreams. If Magazine Dreams comes out well received, I don't think it's gonna make a lot of money at the box office. I just don't, just because now the studio that owns it is not a big studio, so I don't even know how many theaters it's gonna be in. But really, all that matters is
if people see it and love it,
like
and say he did an amazing job. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna take.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much money it's gonna make, from this, like the studio that bought it. Like that all depends on how much money they put into it. But if it's not a big studio, then they can't put a lot of money into it. So, but I can see it doing like what, 2,000 theaters, maybe 2,500 theaters.
If you get 2,000 theaters and this movie makes $50 million.
I'd say more than that. 50 million. I can see it. I can see it going over 100 for sure. I can see it getting close to 200 just because of the support alone. And if it's a good movie, which it looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Well, see, like I'm thinking, because comparing it to a low budget great slasher movie, right? Those low budget ones, if they make $80 million, it's an unbelievable movie.
Yeah, Nosferatu. Look at them. I think it broke 100 million, and they're losing their minds at the studio company. So
when you have a small company like that, that's what I'm saying. That's probably where it is.
Yeah. The only thing is, but also the production company that originally did it was a Disney company, but it was not MGM. I forgot what company did the movie, actually made the movie, and then they sold the rights because they didn't want anything to do with it anymore. But but this is a movie that at the fest, that when it came out in like 2023, maybe 2024, whenever those fests were happening, they're talking awards and Oscars and shit like that for Jonathan Majors. I don't think it's gonna happen. And people are still like, oh, he can win an award. He's not gonna win an award because they don't have the money to promote him, because you have to pay. You pretty much have to pay to get your movie and your actors and your directors and stuff like that, like, to be considered. So usually that's why something like Nosferatu wasn't nominated for Best Picture, but yet you get fucking Emilia Perez, because Netflix has endless pockets or bottomless pockets. So well,
wasn't it Netflix? That's what I'm trying to see. Wasn't it Netflix?
I thought it was. Oh no, I know Emilia Perez was Netflix, but Magazine Dreams I thought was Disney, wasn't it? Or not, but it wasn't Disney, but it was a company owned by Disney.
Yeah, I forgot which indie company that it was. Can't quite remember.
Because now it's by production, a studio that I don't even know who did it. Yeah, now its current distributor is Briarcliff Entertainment. It was Searchlight. There you go. Searchlight.
I just pulled it. I literally
it was the initial. I believe Searchlight is because Searchlight was under the Fox, and then they got bought up by Disney, right? Yeah, Disney owned Searchlight. Yeah, it's a subdivision of the Disney Entertainment business segment of Walt Disney Company. So, yeah.
Okay. Does it have to be? See, you see all these smaller movies that get nominated all the time, that won festivals and all that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, could it just be? It won't win, but will it be at least get a nomination? That would be huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
because even look,
we're just saying, best actor in a leading role.
But even then, you have to promote it. You have to put money behind it, and
unfortunately, all this negativity, isn't that promotion a little bit?
I mean,
all that is negativity that's gotten, that's kind of promotion. So I don't know if that is enough. We'll see. If it makes $100 million, $120 million, then we're talking about that's promotion in itself.
Yeah. And then if it comes out that that's well done. But yeah, the what was that? What is that? Yeah, it's an independent American film, the Briar Cliff. So yeah, it's an independent, launched in 2018, so it's fairly new.
Okay.
See what they did. The Apprentice. They did The Apprentice, which was a pretty solid one. That's up for a couple awards. But they also did Werewolves, which sucked.
Werewolves was trash.
It was not good.
Werewolves was so bad.
Yeah. So yeah. But The Apprentice is, I think it's pretty solid, like actually really good. I think it's off-putting because of the subject matter, of being Donald Trump, but Sebastian Stan did a great job.
Max $30 million for Magazine Dreams.
30 million for Magazine Dreams?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. I could see. Well, here, that'll be a perfect example. What's The Apprentice's box office? Because that might, a movie that made the critics happy. Oof. Guess how much The Apprentice made worldwide?
$10 million.
17 million. It made 4 million. It only made 4 million in America, which is crazy.
Because it's the worst, subject. People don't talk about this. So, it's not to compare. I don't think it's comparable. There's people that are going to love Magazine Dreams. They're going to support Jonathan Majors no matter what. So, I'm still at that $50 million. That's I think that's where we are.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Cool. I know. I'm just gonna run through these real quick, and then we'll get talking about stuff. Next movie I'm ready to see is definitely Sinners. Just watched a kind of behind the scenes of the movie and breakdown of Cougar's vision. But it made me want to see it. Yeah, it looks good.
It does.
Looks good. Yeah, I like it. Jonathan Majors' post got 24 likes this week. Nice. We're hyped when we heard Majors was coming back. Yeah.
24,000 at the beginning. I remember, seeing it.
Then Danny said Jurassic Park seems interesting as well. I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm
gonna watch that soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about the trailer. Oh, did you have the thing that Donzo? I just saw.
Yeah, that's what exactly what I was saying.
Play that real quick. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hey, I'm not a lumberjack or a fur trader, and I don't live in an igloo or eat blubber or own a dog sled. And I don't know Jimmy, Sally, or Susie from Canada, although I'm certain they're really, really nice. I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French, not American, and I pronounce it about, not a boot. I can proudly sew my country's flag on my backpack. I believe in peacekeeping, not policing. Diversity, not assimilation. And that the beaver is a truly proud and noble animal. The tooth is a hat. The Chesterfield is a coach. And it is pronounced Z, not Z. Z. Canada is the second largest landmass, the first nation of hockey, and the best part of North America.
Look at the propaganda shit we're watching, man.
I am Canadian.
That's not true at all.
Hey, you lost me with the Z. Get out of here with that crap.
I mean, that is French, so that's what they do. So I been say that USJ, Z.
Oh man. Let's see what else we got with Scott. Said, hey Kevin Feige, how we fired Jonathan Majors over a misdemeanor? Well, let's replace him with a felon. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
That's funny. Yep. Did you hear Spider-Verse was delayed to 2029? No.
I saw
2027. Yeah.
I saw 2027. Yeah.
So Jonathan needs to get at least nominated. I mean, if it's really good, it'll be hard to deny a nomination. From the fans.
It's going to be the fact that it's coming out. It's too early. The ones that are no doubt nominations are usually the ones in like October.
Yeah, early, like the earliest ones are like October. Yeah, but like November, December is when you get all your Oscar noms. That's why like the year Everything Everywhere one, was rare because it came out so early in the year, and the recency bias is such a big thing in the Oscars. So.
But what might would have helped is that it came out earlier, and then it came out with the DVD and Blu-ray all came out before the year ended.
Yeah.
So people that didn't see it in theaters saw it again.
Yeah, and then people were saying like go watch this movie. So people went to go buy it and rent it and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. Where are we at? At 50 mil. At 50 mil, I think like you said, I think that'd be a win for sure. A win. The reason I say this because I don't even know if it will come here. Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna be limited release for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But just honestly, in urban environments, if you go in urban environments and put a movie like that, in California too, I think they're going to make money for the movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And people that are following this entire Jonathan Majors thing, if they're smart, you're doing it in New York, you're doing it in Chicago, you're doing it in Detroit, you're doing it in California, you're doing it, all throughout California, including LA. Like you're doing it in those places, you're doing it in Atlanta, you're doing Memphis. Like you really hit hard those areas and then watch the money come in. Don't go hard in Nebraska. Don't go hard in Iowa.
Yeah.
There's places you can just kind of skip over. Go hard. It's hard. I guess you go hard in Alabama. Yeah.
I mean, 100%.
They're south. I mean, south, but you still get some good. So like you go to those areas and then sprinkle it out through everywhere else, especially if you start to make money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then I'm pretty sure you can like recommend like a movie for your theater, because I know AMC has like a thing on their website, or they used to. I don't know if they do it anymore, but they used to, like, not that long ago either, where like you can go through the app and request, hey, and if they get enough requests, I know Regal does that for sure, and you can request a movie. So get a nice petition going, get a bunch of people to request a movie to play at your local AMC or local Regal or Cinemark or something like that. Like they'll give it a screen, because like, okay, if you got 100,000 people all saying like, hey, let's see it,
they'll say okay.
Yeah, exactly. And even 100,000 people, you probably maybe get away with like 50,000 people, So are you guys gonna do Jurassic? Yeah, we're gonna do that pretty soon. That's what I said. Canada propaganda. Oh man. So he built a couple of his Lego sets. Nice. Yeah, I got
Iron Man mech versus Ultron.
Mm-hmm. And Superman mech. I didn't even know Superman had a mech.
Me neither. That's cool.
Well, yeah, but they've been doing the big. I know Marvel's been making mechs for all their characters.
Yeah.
So I have my Wolverine mech back there.
Excuse me. Sorry for burping into the mic just now.
I didn't even hear it.
Good.
Tony said, "What's up?
What up, Tony?
Good?
What's going on, Tony?
What's up? Appreciate you coming, hanging out. The King situation makes me so upset I can't even talk about it without ranting for an hour.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's frustrating for sure.
I get it.
Yeah.
Usually before I say anything, I'll talk to these guys. Look, if we're gonna open this can, it's just give me 15 minutes and then pull me back in. You gotta start pulling me back in because You know, I'll just go on and on and on and on. And that's not a good thing for anything. No matter what the topic is, that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Mom Bear said, "You're excused. You're good." It's gonna be Jurassic Park, Fantastic Four, and Superman throwing haymakers at each other in the month of July. Yeah,
that's gonna be this coming July is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we need to make a name because Barbenheimer was like the same weekend kind of thing. Like all these are coming like week. Because I believe it's Jurassic, then Superman, and then Fantastic Four. Like
this is Jurassic, Fantastic, Super 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need another movie. Jurassic, Fantastic, Super, and that's something 4. Because that'd be all 4 movies.
Yeah, I think I put what was I saying? Like I made a post about it. I was like, Super for Dino is a good one. I like that one.
I saw that. Yeah.
So I like that one. There's a few other people that has some like good nicknames.
No tie. No.
Yeah. No.
I'm
not even gonna bring that up but no.
So, because this brings up that whole idea that Anzo put,
and the chill thing, yeah. I mean, not that far, but like, what are you willing to sacrifice to bring back T'Challa? And Chill seems like he's willing to sacrifice almost anything. I don't know about that what you're saying, but but some he was. I think I don't know how much it was where he just like he refused to give up. That motion of like, no, we need recast it, but
not the risk of all the black people getting jobs. That's just, I need real world consequences still too. So that's just it.
Exactly. Travis said, once my mom told me you're like a midnight train and you go on and on and on. She slapped Asian on me. She slapped Asian on me. What? I feel like it's just like you just like some therapy right there, man. It's just oh, that's funny though. A lot of this fake Fantastic Four are gassing it. Ty. Like, I'll do it.
No, you wouldn't, bro.
I'll do it.
No, you wouldn't. No. Man. That's crazy.
That's funny.
All right, since we're talking about Jurassic World, let's
Nate
go
Moore
ahead.
might message you. He's like,
hey, exactly. Be careful what you say. You'll get a private chat. Nate Moore.
Yeah. He's saying he would do what are you willing to do to bring back T'Challa? And I didn't bring up the comment. Oh, you can see it probably in chat. You can see it in the chat, but I'm not. I wasn't gonna bring it up on stream though. Yeah. Man.
Ooh. Okay, so I have that up. I'm gonna
With the Anzo thing.
Yeah.
You want to bring that up real quick?
Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll watch Jurassic.
Yeah. And then we'll get into Spider-Man because we're already halfway through the freaking season with Spider-Man. I think they realized they were dropping a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like 2 episodes a week.
They have 3 episodes. I think they're doing 2 and then 3 and then 2 next week and then 3 the week after.
Mm-hmm.
So we only have 2 more weeks of Spider-Man and 5 more episodes. So speaking
of Spider-Man,
yep.
Beyond the Spider-Verse delayed again with release date pushed to 2029.
What's the tag where it's from?
Yeah, Mr. Peter Noir. I haven't seen that. Oh, that's
because
that movie my pick. That movie my pick. It says.
Oh yeah,
I haven't heard that yet. So that's what's so crazy.
Movie magic. Movie, but magic spelled weird.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Movie magic. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah. That if it's true, that sucks. 4 years from now. 4 years from now. When was the last one released? Wasn't it 2023?
2023, yeah.
And it was supposed to come out May of 2024 or March 2024. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But imagine the last one was 23. You're talking about, was that 6 years later? 6 years later, you're getting the finale. And then I mean, I also could see it being true, because didn't the rumor that the script, they were looking for writers for the script recently? Like,
And
was that like
all
a month ago?
all the voice actors still haven't seen anything. They haven't been scheduled. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's been really all over the place. There was some rumor, of course, there was a rumor like after the writer's strike that they were back in the studio doing voiceovers, and then they selected new directors, I guess, and then all these other shakeups. So
I thought they haven't even seen a script. That's what.
Yeah, so it's something. It seems like something every couple of months that like some other setback in some way, shape, or form. So
Yeah. I may be dead.
Watch it turns out
we all may be dead.
Watch it turns out to be like an Incredibles 2 situation where we don't get it for 14 years after
I'm just saying. Well, at least they've been talking about this since the second movie came out. So like to say they're going to do it a year later, and then now we're talking about another 5 from there.
Yeah.
So 6 full years. I thought it was 2027 still. I have not heard 2029.
Yeah, even 2027 is great. That's 2 more years from now. Now you're saying add 2 more to that. Like, yeah. But even with the Incredibles, at least like the first movie had an ending. You know what I mean? With the Incredibles. So like the sequel was a sequel. I feel like this third movie is just a part 2 of the second movie, because the way it ended wasn't an ending. It was getting ready for that third film. So I feel like, shouldn't you have that done?
They had it.
Yeah. It should be one storyline, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
They could have mapped it out a little more seamlessly.
Yeah. This is not good. One of the comments on here is kind of making me laugh from the Twitter post. Somebody said, might as well push it back to 2029 or 2099.
I might have to steal that.
It's only another 70 years. We can do it.
Yeah. I just have but he has like a GIF, you should have a picture of Spider-Man 2099.
Oh man.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks a lot. If this is true. So I never paid attention what Movie Magic comes out with their scoops and rumors and stuff. So but at this point, I can believe it.
Officially on Sony, it still has that 2026. That's not happening because you haven't started.
Yeah, that's not happening. Because the animation for this thing is insane. Yeah. See what you guys are saying. The same year Avatar 4 comes out. Jeez.
Dude, what the hell?
That's wild.
See, why do you take something that was so good? Like, we've enjoyed it. We talk about it as the best Spider-Man adaptation that we've seen like ever, and then you ruin it. Well, like Sony Sony.
Yeah, it's Sony. It's I mean, it's 100% Sony, I think. It's 100% Sony. Like, I don't know if they're being cheap asses or what. I mean, after that first one and you wanted to make more, you should have paid those guys whatever kind of they wanted. You should got a team of editors, or not editors, of animators. Instead you get all these rumors that they were working like 24 hours a day for like days and weeks and stuff. So yeah. It sucks.
I don't know. I'm now you brought me back to being sad, guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Hanzo. Yeah. 10 years after the first one. Holy crap. Yeah. It makes it more generational. Yeah. We might get a Booty Call sequel before this drops.
You might be right. I mean, Jamie Foxx trying to go through all the movies, so
that's funny. That whole creative team has changed. Yeah, that's what I heard. From the director, the writer, stuff like that.
Stick with a whole franchise through all this? I mean, if they're not following through what they said they're going to do, then giving you the money or pushing any of this stuff.
We'll get a Craven the Hunger Games catching Firefly season 2 before Spider-Verse. That's funny. Might see King Dynasty before Spider-Man verse 3.
And a reboot.
Yeah, right. That's actually more realistic. We might get Jonathan Majors and King movie before this third film. Yeah. That sucks.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Hanzo, for ruining everything right there. Thank you.
Yeah, Sony just sucks, man. Even when they win, they still lose. You know what I mean? It's like
even when they win, we lose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We lose no matter what. Be taking my freaking grandkids to go see this third movie.
Right?
I saw the first one in theater.
I saw the first one before your daddy was born.
Wow, Grandpa.
Yeah, they're like, oh, really? That old man, like, oh man, but yeah. Let's watch this Jurassic Park, Jurassic World trailer. I heard it's good. I haven't seen it yet, so I heard it's interesting. That's what I heard more from people.
Yeah. Let's go and put it together and get it started.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, it's hard making a 6 dinosaur movie interesting, so I'm willing to see it.
7th?
It's
7th.
Yeah,
the original.
Oh no, I don't count Jurassic Park 3.
Oh yeah, I do not like Jurassic Park 3. I do not like Jurassic Park 3.
Which one was 3?
That was the one with
when they brought back the originals. Is that what it was?
It was with Sam Neill and Taya Leone being super annoying, and William H. Macy essentially playing Ned Flanders. And that's the one where they basically con Dr. Grant or they kidnap Dr. Grant.
Yep. They had the original ones, people in there, and they kidnap them back to the island.
Yeah, to help them find their son who is stranded.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah.
And William H. Macy, just during that entire movie, I just call him Ned Flanders.
Now I'm like, now I remember everything now. Yep, he had the mustache and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a stupid one.
And Taya Leone just had me wanting to reach through the screen. She was just that irritating in it.
Yeah. Wasn't in Jurassic Park 2 is when they go back to the island, Lost World.
Oh yeah, that's when the raptor gets defeated with gymnastics.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's the one where you find out Jeff Goldblum's character has a daughter, right?
Yeah. She was the gymnast.
The gymnast, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we never hear from her ever again.
She flipped
she
out
should be
life.
like in her 30s at this point, right?
She flipped out of his life. That's all that happens.
Yeah. But all right, let's watch another Jurassic movie. Here, let me get it up real quick.
All
right, cool. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I'm with Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out Jurassic World Rebirth. It's the officially the 7th, but Brian said you scratch out Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3 didn't happen, guys. It didn't happen. Stop talking about it. It didn't happen.
There's only 2 park movies.
Exactly.
3 world movies, but only one of them was good. So if you
had
add all that together, there's only 3 good movies.
exactly.
But this one we got I know Scarlett Johansson is in it, Mahershala Ali's in it. That's the only ones I know of. So but yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen this one. I haven't really heard anything about it, so let's check it out and then talk about it, right?
I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Not too bad.
I have some thoughts.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Scarlett Johansson just looked amazing in this trailer. But there's a lot that, kind of reading up on this movie, I'm kind of inclined to give this one a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt because I wasn't a fan of the last handful of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I know Gareth Edwards, who did he did Godzilla 2014, he did Rogue One, which I really liked. He did The Creator, and then David Koepp, who obviously wrote the first one, is coming back to write this one. And I like the cast. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali is great in everything that I see him in. So I'm gonna keep an open mind about this one. Also, every Jurassic Park movie, no one's dumb enough to go to this island. Let's bring a kid. But no, I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm kind of optimistic about it.
Yeah. What are you, Brian? What'd you think?
Man, isn't that every Jurassic Park movie has some of the dumbest premises ever?
Oh yeah.
Like I just don't understand. Like, we created them with this DNA, but instead of just going where we created the DNA into this lab, we're going to go ahead. Even though they put all the stuff away, they had all the stuff they left with the lab. They're like, but we have to go to these eggs specifically to these 4 dinosaurs. What? Why? Who? When? Like, and then he said, "Oh, these are the worst of the worst dinosaurs. These weren't even allowed in the first park." I saw them in the first movie. What you talking about? They were there. I saw all those dinosaurs, every single one of them. Like, raptors have been in every one of these. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. Am I going to go see it? Of course, I'm going to go see it's dinosaurs. But that's just what it is. And I'm going to see a dinosaur on screen. Yeah, I'm going to go see it. Does it look good? It looks interesting. Is it a good movie? Mm-hmm. Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, if the last one made $1 billion, I mean, that one sucked. But that's my main issue with this trailer is they don't discuss anything that happened in the last movie, right? I mean, now I'm wondering, does this take place
all over the world, right?
Yeah, like they're everywhere now, and so I'm wondering, does this take place before Dominion, or even does this take place in between? I heard Jurassic Park and Jurassic World.
I heard this is like first and foremost, I'd want to forget about the last one too, but I heard this is like set like 5 years after Dominion or whatever the last one was called.
Then you just go to Seattle and go grab them. They're probably drinking coffee.
I'm like,
right there. Like, what are you talking about?
All like caffeined out, flying around in circles, all crazy. In Starbucks, but I wonder if this takes place in between Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. It would make more sense, I think, because then you bring people into the island, and then you could do a trilogy, and then that trilogy sets up the world, with Bryce Dallas Howard and what's his name, Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, like then they're like, oh, people are so interested in this thing, so let's redo it. I don't know, because if it takes 5 years after Dominion, I mean, then these dinosaurs got to be everywhere in the world, right? I mean, that's how that movie ended.
Why
with these giant dinosaurs walking around everywhere?
It's only on one island. What?
Yeah. So that's my biggest question. They need to at least talk about it. and I assume they will in the movie, even if it's a shitty, reason, like they found a way to kill all those dinosaurs. Like, okay, I guess, or, but that even doesn't even make any sense because now it's out into the public. You're gonna have all these like rich people, gonna hide them and keep them and turn them into fucking pets and shit because that's what
they do.
What the rich people do with it. So, yeah,
now,
but it looked good.
The original island, it doesn't even make sense. Didn't they already do that? Didn't that island already blow up? Like it was a volcano.
Yeah, some volcano shit, right?
How is it that you had to go to the original? I'm lost. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I have to watch it again and understand what's happening. But
yeah, I'm really wondering if this is like an in between quo. That's what I'm really wondering.
I agree with Sheed right there. Y'all thinking way too much.
It's just pretty much. And like Brian said, that's all you go for. The dinosaurs, the ones that we saw, it looks cool. It visually looks pretty awesome. They're back in the island, so you get all the jungle shit and dinosaurs flying around and stuff.
And people getting eaten because we're still
raptors being badass, doing crazy shit, talking to each other. So, yeah. So, it looks like a Jurassic World movie, Jurassic Park movie. So, I mean, that's all you expect, right?
Exactly. So, that's all I care about.
Yeah, then throw Scarlett Johansson in there. There you go.
I mean, she is cute, so that's all that matters, really.
Yeah. I mean, each movie you need to have like some attractive woman in it, right? Because Laura Dern was in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. She wasn't in the second or third one though.
I didn't realize she's only 24, 23.
She was super young. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was super, super young.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, but cool. Yeah. That's our thoughts for it. I think this is it's official trailer, so it's not a teaser. So, but when was it? July comes out with all the other awesome July movies.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's the first one though, so we'll see how it does all together. But yeah, this is the first trailer though they released, so we'll see what we get more. We get some more plot in some of the other ones. So, but yeah, we want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. Let's see what you guys are thinking about this one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you guys can come and join us live. And speaking about our live chatters, you guys stick around because we're going to get into your comments right now. Let's see where we at. I bring that down. JG said Jurassic Park 2 is basically Jason Takes Manhattan. That's funny. Pretty much. No Yanni. Brandon Jurassic movies. My birthday was last month. It took me a second. I'm like, wait, what? I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. No, that's a good one, Mama Bear. Well, by then, July. That's a half birthday. It's your half birthday. So there you go. Said their logic was the first movie had one pile of poop. Kids like poop, so in 3, let's have 15 piles of poop. That's fine. I wonder if that's actually what they thought too. Holy crap, you're right. Yeah. Damn, she looks good. Yeah. Said, hey, look, it's Blade. It's like I gotta get money somehow until I wait for the damn movie to get made. So
hey, look, it took Black Panther what 32 years. I mean, Marshall, you'll be like 70. It'll be all right. It'll get made.
Oh yeah, right. So happy to see Marshall playing a scoundrel instead of a stuck-up rich guy. Yeah, he usually does play like some rich kind of guy.
No, he's talking about Netflix.
That's true. He was a bad guy there.
Luke Cage, he was the best. Let's go, Cottonmouth.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the best parts of that.
He was
that
awesome on the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little mad when they that and when they got rid of him.
I know. And I'm just saying trash. Damn. Okay.
It means it reminds me too much of a Batman. Then, huh? That's what it is.
It's too realistic. It's too grounded. I don't want my dinosaurs to be grounded.
I want my dinosaurs to be able to fly. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So I'm sorry, Odds. Oh man, Scarlett is the lead. Oh man, this is so woke.
Exactly. I saw him say that. I was laughing so hard.
Can't have that. The new mutant dino looks like Hebe, the panda ghost thing.
Hey,
Sorry, last time. That's funny. That'd be cool. That's how you get your tie-in. Let's skip around a little bit. Just gonna make that Billy. Yo, it's
no dinosaur on screens.
It's gonna make a lot of money. I don't know if it makes $1 billion, just because Fantastic Four and Superman come out a weekend, 2 weeks after this comes out. So even if those movies aren't good, like those movies are gonna have the big opening weekends that are gonna affect Jurassic World. It's gonna be interesting. Like this movie would need to be good and have legs.
Man. I don't know if you beat dinosaurs though.
Can Superman? There you go. Superman versus dinosaur. Go.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Superman Godzilla. Let's go.
Yeah. I think too much. Yeah. I'll be open to a pet with an Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
I don't even know which one that one is. I think it looks good, but I wish they had tried something more unique. Yeah. I mean, they did in the original Jurassic World, right? I mean, they re-brought it to life, and then they started making dinosaurs. So I thought that was really interesting, But then it just all went to shit in the second one and third one. It was like, oh, you had a cool idea and didn't know what to do with it after.
It was just a kid was annoying.
The idea of the clone was stupid. Yeah. Yes, ScarJo. So I go for dinosaurs and see the people get eaten. Exactly.
Yep, exactly. Is it?
Exactly. Same. The only part I like about the third Jurassic movie is seeing Alan Grant and Laura Dern's character. Yeah, they come back. Yep. Bryce was a Thickosaurus and Scarlett Johansson's a slim Thickosaurus.
Oh my god. A slim Thickosaurus. Bryce was a Thickosaurus still.
Yeah. Well, they wind up fucking editing her so she looks thinner, It's like they legit made her butt smaller, which I think is just wild. Like,
see all the men in the theater like, no, don't do it. Reconsider.
Yeah. Still watch Jurassic 3 over the Batman. That's funny.
Oh man, so
Jurassic 3 was fun. I don't even remember it, so these guys had to remind me of what it is. I couldn't get past the first few minutes. It was so boring. And we got Fernando. What's up, Fernando? The mutant diner looks like the Rancor money from Return of the Jedi. Wait, what?
The mutant diner looks like the Rancor money. Oh. I remember Return of the Jedi. I remember the Rancor. Oh, just the animal, the Rancor.
The animal?
Yeah.
First established in the Lost World novel, there are 5 islands. I pronounce all of them. And so there's 3 more they can use.
But they said that those dinosaurs are put on that island because they're too scary for the first island, even though I saw all those dinosaurs on the first island.
Wow, like T-Rex, raptors, the little He said, why? Rich people, man. Rich people. Yeah, either I can solve hunger or I can bring back dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Let's go.
I can go to the moon.
Hey, actually, you do both at the same time. You do the same thing at the same time because you bring back dinosaurs. They eat all the human population. Now no one's hungry.
I thought you were gonna say the other way. You just hunt the dinosaurs, and now you got all this new meat.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna beat the dinosaur. Come on.
I mean, I was gonna say they put a laser on one of them.
Right.
Like, hey, go kill that laser dot. So stupid. Luma just told me a scoop. Annihilus will play a part in the next saga, but I haven't figured out the direction to take him yet. Ooh. So talking about Annihilus from the MCU. So, and Lumen is one of the scooper guys that Ty talks to a lot. So Annihilus would be cool.
Yeah,
I would like Annihilus, and I could see him popping up in like another Doctor Strange movie.
Well, Doctor Strange's not going to come out before 2027 again, right?
No, but this would be the next saga, so it would be after Secret Wars, right? So, let's see. Fernando said people have too much faith in this coming Jurassic World movie. The last one, which was trash. It was. It really $1 billion.
The one before that was trash too. Like I mentioned, the creative talent involved has me inclined to give it a fair shot. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't think that matters though.
Say what?
I don't even think that matters.
Why not?
It being a good movie or a bad movie?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
I got money no matter what. Literally, how many Jurassic Park movies have been good?
2.
If we're getting technical, really only. I think the only really good one was the first
one. I liked World.
I think the first Jurassic World was good. I thought that was good.
The first Jurassic World was fun. I'm not sure if I can call it good, but I had an interesting time with it.
I think it was better than Jurassic Park 2 and 3. I thought that one was better.
I thought it was better than Lost World. So I think there's 2 good ones, right? But they all continue to make money, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why do I need to waste money on a plot? Let me just market it.
Yeah. And that's what they got to do is like here get 2 great actors, and throw them on the island. So Scarlett Johansson, Marshall Ali, and dinosaurs, and the movie writes itself.
Like, I know, you said that the dinosaurs there's 5 islands, but they came to America already. They're literally in America.
They're in the world.
Around. So there's no need to go to this island when there's all concentration of all these dinosaurs. You can literally there's probably one in the mountains, in Seattle. Like, I mean, just that's what it is. Go to
I think they were in California with the big trees. With the
I thought
pterodactyls flying around. I can't remember.
Like the movie part. What it might have been California. It could have been Portland. It could be any other because all those, Portland. It's just
any West Coast,
Northeast, whatever.
Yeah.
Northeast, Northwest. I'm sorry.
This plot sounds familiar to Anaconda 2 plot. I don't even remember Anaconda 2. And talk about reboots. Aren't they rebooting Anaconda?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like a comedic take on it, like gonna be like a comedic meta take where Paul Rudd and Jack Black's character like go to the jungle to like shoot their own Anaconda movie and then encounter obviously an actual Anaconda. So it's gonna be self-referential.
I only think about 2 things about Anaconda. 1, Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
And 2, a black man being to the end of the movie. That's the first time I ever saw it. First time. I was like, what? He made it?
Yeah.
It's celebration. Balloons came out everywhere. Like, it was crazy.
Said you can't deny a Bronchiosaurus burger sound good. That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of people there be like, hey, you want to try like, T-Rex shank? It's like you want to try
who killed the T-Rex?
Triceratops belly. Yeah.
Like how do you kill it? And then who's gonna take a chance trying to grind it up and make a burger?
Oh, I think there will be people. I think there will be people
getting through that skin. It's literally a skin of armor.
Yeah.
I think people will try to do it and then getting eaten.
You find a way. Maybe like modify it so it's like born without like teeth and legs, or something like that, or like it can't run or something. It can't walk. I don't know. Then all the amount of people that would be pissed off for like GMOs. Like that's all these dinosaurs are. Like all of them are GMOs. They're all genetically modified.
Like oh, exactly. But then can you imagine they're so big, they probably got like little like parasites in them that are the size of humans.
That's
You'll cut open one dinosaur and a whole human race dies from parasites.
The stomach acid. This one. He goes, "No, why they edit Dallas's ass to make it smaller? Like, why?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I know she. I don't know if she had to or she wanted to, like, slim down a lot for that movie. But there's pictures out. I showed, of the pre-edit and edit. They could be fake, but
no, I think
knowing how she is in real life, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So yeah.
It's very sad, guys.
Yep.
Sad day.
Says y'all need to contact with Lumen. He's likely legit when it comes to his information. Though the stuff I heard from him,
everything that you share seems to be really good. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, even if it's not true, it's just interesting. And that's why I take it with a lot of rumors. If it's true or not, but it sounds cool. So let's talk about it. All right, I'm gonna skip around a little bit so we can get into some of this other stuff. Fernando said, who do y'all think will win July between Superman, Jurassic Park, and Fantastic Four? That's a good question.
Yeah,
I want to hear what you guys say because I have an answer.
It could be Jurassic Park just because that franchise has legs. Each of them makes money. It still has the momentum that it's had since 1993. So Fantastic Four, as much as I hope for it to be good, it's going to have to really sell itself with trailers that top the one before it. So they're really going to have to sell it because none of the live action Fantastic Four movies have been very good. So hopefully we turn things around, but they just got to really sell it with the trailers. And Superman will probably come in behind Jurassic World. I know a lot of people like the trailer, and I think everyone's just going to go see it out of curiosity. And they're really going to push the fact that it's from the director of the beloved Guardians franchise, which I think is only going to help it. But to answer the question, I think it'll be Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. If we're just talking like opening weekends, like who has the bigger opening weekend, I would probably say Jurassic Park as well, or Jurassic World, just because it has nothing else to compete against.
Overall, just the whole run, the full run.
Yeah. Like if you take 3 weeks of each of the
full run of each of all of them, the full run of each one.
Just like the box office total at the end of its run.
Yep.
I might still say Jurassic World, just for exactly what Brandman said. Like, it's simple. You go there to see dinosaurs. That's all you really want from that movie, and you get it delivered almost every single time. So, yeah, I think Superman, has a lot of issues with the fan base. Fantastic Four has a lot of issue with the fan base. Jurassic Park, even the people that says, what, the last movie sucked, I'm still gonna go see this movie. So you just said it, Brian. Like, hey, the last two sucked. And I saw them and they look pretty. That's all that really matters with the Jurassic World movie. Yeah, jeez. Like these movies just need to look pretty, and they do. So I can see Jurassic World like getting it. And a lot of people are over like comic book movies too. You know, you have that group of people, you know, that just are over it, but yet they'll go see a 7th Jurassic movie. But yeah, that's where I'm at. What about you, Brian?
I think it's not even a call. I think Jurassic Park wins by a landslide. I think Jurassic Park could do a number that might be the same as Superman and Fantastic Four together
Combined. Wow.
I think that could be the number they get, because worldwide Jurassic Park does stupid numbers. You're not going to get those same numbers from Superman or Fantastic Four. You're not going to get anything near it. So I think Jurassic Park wins by a landslide. And then I'm never going to pick a DC movie to win over Marvel until I see it.
That's good.
You know,
that's a good point.
Marvel was, even bad Marvel movies make $800 million. You know, like, so I'm going Jurassic Park, Fantastic Four, then Superman. And Superman could be great and still make $600 million to still be third. And that $600 million would be the most a DC movie has made by $200 million.
Yeah. Since what, Aquaman? The first Aquaman? That one made $1 billion?
That's the billion.
Because of the international market? So,
exactly. Yeah. So that's why I just don't. I don't think it's even a contest of what's going to win. Jurassic Park's going to win by a landslide.
Yeah. More kid central. I think more,
People like dinosaurs.
I don't know if it's kid friendly, but it's dinosaurs. And it I didn't even think about it, but it's international friendly. You know? Yeah. Like they're going to another place that is not a real place in the world. China loves that shit, you know, so you don't have to worry about any weird propaganda for any political party or state. China loves that, you know.
It's to fit to be a disease. There's nothing to do about politics. There's none of that stuff in it. It's about dinosaurs and dinosaurs eating people. It's going to make a bill. Just
that's gonna be interesting. That's a good question. Thank you, Fernando. I like that one. So are you guys gonna do the Fantastic trailer? If we have time at the end, we might watch it, but we already talked about it. I do want to get what Brandman thinks about it.
Yeah, because my ass was exhausted that day. I told myself I was going to take a 30-minute nap, and then next thing I knew, I wake up and it's 3 a.m.
I never understand that. Like, I'm never going to tell myself I'm going to do a 30-minute nap. Never.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
It never works.
Yeah, I should have thought it through, but I got too comfortable when I came home from running around all day.
McDonald's are already doing the dinosaur toys. Put money in the bank, it's gonna make $1 billion. Yeah. And
hey, Dogman is good, man. Dogman is funny.
Yeah.
I still think Dogman has potential for a very disturbing body horror movie.
I didn't know that's what it was, and then Brian said that. I was like, that seems messed up.
Yep,
that's some dark shit when you think about it.
You're best friends, and they work together. Everything was like, we use the body of a man, the head of a dog. Let's go.
Well,
that's literally it. You guys want to watch this Final Destination Bloodlines real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
and then we get into all the stuff real quick because we got to get started.
Yeah. Well, we'll do Invincible and Spider-Man, and we'll call it.
All right.
I figure Spider-Man will probably just do 2 videos anyway. So we'll do the first half, the first 5 episodes, and then the end of the season. So
that sounds good to me.
Let's check this one out. Cool. What's it called? Final Destination what?
Bloodlines.
Okay. All right. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We have another trailer reaction for you guys. We have the franchise, another big franchise that's been around forever. Is the what was called? Final Destination. I was trying to what's it called? Final Destination Bloodlines. Yeah, we get another. I don't even know what number this is at this point. This got to be what 6 or 7? 6. Yeah. So. Yeah, so all I know, I haven't seen the trailer yet. All I know is Tony Todd is in it, and this is his last film that he will be in. So, yeah, and such a perfect he's known for two things. One, I can't say because Brian might kick me off the stream, and then the second one is Final Destination. So
100%.
Yeah. So I'm glad to see he's going away with this.
Are we talking about Candyman?
Oh no.
All right, Brandman.
And we never seen him again. You just put him back and he's all just it's all just beef.
You're in timeout. All right, let's watch this.
I'll say
you
it
didn't hear him
again.
when he was down there and you couldn't see him. He said
You're
it
gonna
more
get kicked
times.
out for real. Like,
I'll say it again.
he's been booted from the studio.
I'll say it 4 more times.
Now you won't have a chance to. All right, here we go.
Let's check it out. Oh, wait, sorry. Tagline. I like that.
Wow.
Maybe
Oh.
I'm overthinking it, but I found this trailer a little depressing. Holy shit! No, like
Well, it was his sad mix. So
yeah. Well, the dude said us at the very beginning his dad just died, and
Yeah.
they're making him work anyway. He's looking, his phone screens a photo of him and his dad. So, and he's given himself a tattoo reading dad, so it's very obvious he loved his dad. And then he's playing a sad playlist, and then he violently dies himself. Man, this trailer was ruthless.
yeah. I want to know because obviously this isn't the death skipping scene. Like the beginning of each movie. There's an event that happens that they all avoid death somehow. This definitely looks like it's coming to get him. So I'm kind of curious to know what like another traumatizing moment that people are gonna freak out about.
Well,
we already
there's
had like
gotta-
a roller coaster, airplane.
there's got to be a big
the car
accident at the beginning.
Yeah, so there's gonna be something.
I think I heard somewhere or like read something or heard like in a YouTube video. I don't know how true this was, but I heard it's going to be like a like one of the tower restaurants, like the rotating restaurants. I heard it was going to be like a rotating restaurant collapse.
Oh,
I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be cool. Yeah, you gotta do something different and big for sure.
Mhm. Well, yeah, they're not going to stop until you're afraid of pretty
Leaving your
much
house.
everything, even
Yeah.
like the most trivial of everyday events. Like you said, we got planes, we got driving, roller coasters, NASCAR events,
The NASCAR event.
and then the traveling by bus on the bridge on a bridge.
Mhm. Those last two I forgot about, but yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder
and
what.
go
Mhm.
ahead.
I wonder what Final Destination Bloodlines sings. So, and then the tagline "Death runs in the family." So, I wonder what they're gonna do with that, or what exactly that's gonna entail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if any part of this video you wind up looking over at Brian, just him, reacting very,
Mhm.
very, I don't even know what a visceral reaction to it all.
These movies essentially are like Looney Tunes, the movie, basically.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And everyone's made of breadsticks and Jello, basically.
Yeah, and a dude's like nose, like
Mhm.
would have lasted a swing.
Yeah.
Like not even one swing. It would have ripped out.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%.
But in my mind, like I would have just climbed the damn chain.
Yeah.
And then,
pull it
then-
down.
Yeah, I pulled the fan down with my
Yeah.
arms, like, all right, and then you die a different way, but it ain't ripping my nose up, man. That's just not happening.
Mhm.
You know?
What'd you think about the trailer though?
Hell no! Oh my god, I don't even. I'm so mad at myself for even watching this thing. Like, what the hell? There's no reason for me. I don't like scary movies. I don't like crazy movies like this. I still have nightmares when I see a log truck on the road. I get off the expressway. I'm not taking any chances. I don't try to go fast. I don't try to go around it. I just get off. No. Oh, I see chain fences. Nope. I'm going back in the car.
Yeah.
Nope. You ain't chopping me up. It's not happening. I'm not going lasers. You're not going to laser me. None of that stuff is happening to me. So no, I don't need nothing to do. I don't need nothing.
You never bench pressed with giant swords above your head?
Above your head.
I don't like people looking at me while I'm bench pressing. Turn away. And then I'll go do it real quick. All right, go back.
That's funny.
It's too much, man. It's too much. I'm not with this at all. Forget that. Y'all want to do a movie review? Review it yourself. I ain't doing it.
It's so over the top. Everything is so over the top that it's funny to me, you know. It's just so silly and yeah, I can't take it serious, you know. But
the truck thing still messes with
the truck thing, yeah, the plane thing, like the main events that start the whole movie, like those are like good, you know, because they're all things where, like, what if there's a giant accident? What if the roller coaster messes up? What if the plane crashes? You know, especially right now in this world, you know, with something like that, you know. So, yeah. But
then,
you know, it seems
the
like
wire that went through the body, and then the body just kind of slid into like pieces. Man,
yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying real quick. The mom bear. she was seeing what Brian was doing. Good old Final Destination. Yep. That was hilarious. It was something. I feel the only character that's still alive is the main girl from 2.
This is the one character in the whole franchise that I legitimately couldn't stand. I just irrationally didn't like her.
Yeah. I don't even remember that. It's been a while since I didn't rewatch a lot of these, so, or at least I haven't seen them in a long time either.
There's no need to.
Yeah.
I have all this physical media, not one of them's Final Destination. I promise you that.
I think they're all on HBO Max.
Yeah. Said that's what I was thinking. Pull the fan down. Yeah, they're very easy to pull off the wall.
Done.
Yeah.
Man, crisis averted.
Cleve said you just watched 1 and 2 today, so nice. And then you get the trailer for the next one, for number 6. Brian's gonna run around like Adam Mold saying no nose rings.
Ever.
Like that. The truck with logs still has me shook. Yeah, to this day. Yeah, that's how you know you're. What is it? That's how you know you're a millennial. Like, you don't drive behind it.
Nope, I'm out.
Nope. They're like Sharknado. That's scary but hilarious. Yeah. But I would give Final Destination a little bit more credit because the kills are interesting. Like, they are super creative with the kills. Yeah. Do got a bad
big elaborate Rube Goldberg type death.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Everything. Yeah. And we'll finish off with the collector movie sent. That was brutal. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. You know, because you can kind of see it all, like, all right, there's gonna be a fire. Then I thought it was gonna be some sparks from it. I didn't know it was gonna catch his nose ring. That was kind of shocking. That was awesome. So but cool. You know, yeah, that's our thoughts for the Final Destination. I didn't even see right in that scene right there, you can kind of see the skull like in the background out of the shadow. That's cool.
Yep.
But yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines, that's the next in the franchise series. Yeah, you know, it looks more of the same, and that's exactly what I want. So, but we want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment down below. Let's know what you guys think about Final Destination Bloodlines. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk movies, TV, trailers, and other fun, nerdy stuff. And if you are in the live chat right now, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. Cool. Let's talk Invincible. made ugh. Man, I got acid reflux like super bad. So annoying.
Every night before I go to bed, I take Pepsi, but not Pepsi AC.
Tums.
The other one, the higher. What's it called? Nexium.
Oh, Nexium, damn.
Every night.
Yeah. I'm getting to that age where I was like, fucking, you know, got acid reflux like not every night, but enough where it fucking annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much every night.
Yeah.
Every single night, man. You know, like, man, I'm spitting acid. What the hell?
It sucks. All right, let's talk Invincible. Let's go. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are back with another season of Invincible. We're on season 3, and they dropped episode 1, 2, and 3 all today over on Amazon. So we're going to discuss the first 3 episodes of this new season. So spoilers. So if you haven't seen them, hit pause on this video, go check out those videos, those episodes, and then come back and be part of the discussion. So yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be going through all of the season as it comes out for the next couple weeks. Yeah, I mean, after season 1, I think everyone fell in love with this show. Season 2 had some hiccups, you know, and I think they're back on track with season 3. So, sorry with Brandman. What you think about the first 3 episodes?
Way to start the season out with a bang. Like they really hit the ground running. I loved it. I like the way that it set the tone for the rest of the season. I like where they're going with Mark, him just kind of advancing as Invincible. Not getting his ass just like rocked every episode.
Well, he still got rocked.
I didn't say he didn't. He still did, but just not as often.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. I like how he's kind of graduated to mentor figure to Oliver, so that'll be interesting throughout the season. I just like where they're going with a lot of the characters and just the story as a whole.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch the rest of the season, and you know, I like how they balance a lot of the more kind of like crass kind of violence element with very good heart and story. So I like how it's balanced. One of my favorite things about the show, and just, you know, how they're the way they're progressing the character, Mark in particular, was what I really liked about the first 3 episodes. They had me glued to the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What you, Brian? What do you think about the start of the season?
Episode 1 was great. I mean, introducing Mark, saying how much more powerful, how strong, fast. He's increased in every single way. He's bench pressing like rocket ships and stuff like that. Like literally just doing all the stuff. They're spending so much money on him, and he's progressing, and he's focused on becoming a better superhero. And then seeing them going through something and him not being able to just destroy everyone, because he's not, it's once again, it's not, we see again, it's not that he's not more powerful, he's just not focused. So once he has a focus, you know, he kills everyone, right? And then they bring up so many different questions. What's redemption? You know, should you give someone a chance at redemption? How does that arc work? Who do you trust? You know, is it more important to be a good guy or to save the world? So, like, I mean, they just brought up so many questions. Then you need the Oliver question, and you know, how do you date, and then how do you deal with Eve? How does all this stuff work? How do you deal with 2 friends that are dating the same guy? Like, they did such a really good job with so many different things, and I gotta say, this was a fun experience, and I'm almost upset now that we aren't getting more episodes because 3 being gone. Like usually I'm like, yeah, 3, great, this is great. I'm actually more upset because now I'm like, man, 3's down already. Crap.
And there's only, I think, 8 episodes this season, so we're almost already at the halfway point.
At the halfway mark. We'll be at the halfway mark next week.
Yeah, the second week and we're already halfway over of the season. So, yeah. And before I get into some questions for you guys, my thoughts was I loved the first 3 episodes. I was glued to it. I'm super glad with everything they did. They even did little things that if you didn't notice, I believe it was in episode 2, I think, where they go and fight the dude underground, and he gets bitten. So he has this giant like stab wound, basically, right?
Oh,
he passes out from the poison.
Yeah, stab with the
tooth.
Yeah,
or
what's
the
the
pincer
tooth?
or whatever the bug did him with. So it was a big hole. They made it clear.
And
but throughout the episode,
smaller.
So by the time like he's going and fighting again, and really demolishing those clone robot things, like it was pretty much gone. It looked like it was a scratch at that point. So like they're doing a really good job showing that Mark has evolved as a Viltrumite, to more of like his healing is better. He's stronger. He's faster. Like everything about him physically is just better than what he was 2 seasons ago. But and then how they compare it to his brother, though. That's the thing too. It's like, and they keep mentioning, he goes, "I was 17 when I got this." Well, the dude's like 7. Like so. Like he's super young, like way too young for somebody to have. But a lot of this is like the mentorship and stuff like that. But they're finally getting into like the real meat and potato of what I think a lot of the story is of in the comic books, and it's a lot of is redemption, and I think is like, when is enough time served considered to be redeemed? How many good deeds do you have to do to be considered like redeemed as a person? So you start getting into a lot of these things, and it plays in the comic book. It plays a lot, for a lot of different characters and stuff like that. But I just love that like redemption thing. Like who's too far gone? When do you start trusting somebody again? Are you a hypocrite? Is Mark a hypocrite? Like, hey, you're cool with your dad.
Like you killed a person. Your dad's killed millions of people. Like where is it? Where's the line?
Exactly. Where's the line? And
how Cecil and seeing Cecil's development, that was a huge thing
so
too.
Good. That was so good.
The flashback scenes were really, really good.
And obviously, I mean, you see the parallels that they're drawing between a young Cecil and Mark, like a current Mark, with their hard stance on he's the bad guy, they're the bad guys, we're the good guys kind of thing, so and there's a lot of gray areas.
You saw in episode 3 at the beginning, you see like the 2 people, the couple, trying to do right, and trying to rehabilitate, and then not being able to, and then Mark being absolute about it, like, look, no, this is it, and still taking it out on them, not realizing they're human, and they're going through situations, and they were homeless, and they're hungry, and they're all these other things. There are other factors that kind of lead into this, how they're treated by the rest of the world, the disenfranchised. How do you reconcile that? And I think that this brought really good questions.
Yeah. So I know, Cleve, you said you still got to watch episode 3. The beginning of episode 3 was so good. And, the Brian just talked about it. It was so well done with seeing life for these 2 people, and living this double life as a couple, just that wants to be normal, but also, they're broke and they have powers or abilities and stuff like that. So that begin with the music playing, with the plant being like a symbol of everything. it's so I hope they do show those characters again, somehow, because that was, the metaphor for them is obviously what this whole season I think is going to probably be about, so, but yeah, the beginning of episode 3 was really, really well done. There was no dialogue. It was all just music, yeah, it was super, 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 super good, but what you guys think about his new costume, his black and blue costume?
I thought it was awesome. Really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like it more than the traditional light blue and yellow one. It was pretty cool to look at. So, but yeah, really dug it.
Yeah, it remind me of the comic book stuff that you see usually with them, like
in the comics.
Yeah, in the comics,
he gets the costume change in the comics, and I think he sticks with it for a while.
Or at least it was a lot of issues. I'm going through all the stuff and see him. He looks like that way, and I don't know. I thought they did well. Everything was done so well the last 3 episodes. I mean, just why is it going so fast? Slow down.
And it's the opposite of last season. Season 2 was like, hey, do something cool. This is like shit. We got 3 awesome episodes. Like,
why are you rushing, bro? Hold on, slow down.
Yeah, the only thing I can hope is like they have a season 4 like ready to go like by the end of the year. That'd be awesome. But we'll see. What you guys think about the Oliver's hero name, Kid Omni-Man? Because he has a very different view of his father than Mark. Very different view. So what do you guys think about him taking that name?
It suited him, considering his murderous tendencies at the beginning.
Yeah.
And kind of how he was seeing everything in black and white, until Mark and Deb kind of had the talk with him near the end. But yeah, I thought, obviously it's appropriately lame because it's a kid, the name. But it beyond surface level, it fit, just kind of considering his actions. I thought his actions and basically solving everything with violence, and just the philosophy he was slowly adopting. So we'll see how that pans out through the season, if he's going to stick with it or if he's really going to take what Mark and Deb are trying to teach him to heart.
What you think about Kid Omni-Man?
I think it foreshadowed that he's not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to control him. He's going to have a hard time controlling them, and the only one that's going to be able to do that will be the real Omni-Man. And then even the idea that when Omni-Man was, I think it's episode 2, that he said, "Can't believe this. I think I missed my wife." Shows that he's going to be there. And then that might be the only thing that kind of keeps Oliver in check. Yeah,
Oliver. But also, I thought it was interesting because, like, after he killed him and he said what he said, Mark is like, "Oh, you're just like Dad," and he's not, because I think, like, Nathan, Omni-Man, he thought humans were like beneath him. They were there for them to kind of become like their slaves, basically. Where Oliver sees it as, why should I see their life as special when they don't see their life as special? It's like, you're telling me life is something that is special and you should not take it away so easy, but yet he goes on the internet and you see a lot of it, and he even said, he goes, and they don't even have powers. It's just regular people killing regular people, and so it is a little different than Omni-Man, because Omni-Man's like, I have powers, I'm better than you, shut up and listen or die, where he's a little bit more.
But you don't see him developing that same idea that I'm better than you because you don't even appreciate yourself. So why should I say I'm still better than you because I appreciate me?
I don't think he's not there yet. He's not
But
there
he's
yet.
still growing to it.
He could get into it, but right now he's more like bad guys need to be stopped so they stop doing bad things, and it's very, very, like Brandman said, it's very very black and white, one dimensional, what a kid would kind of see, and it's up to like Mark and his mom to talk to him about it. But like you said, when he starts to realize, he's like, I could do whatever the hell I want. So if I want to stop a bad guy, I'm going to stop a bad guy. So, but then it's also, again, what's right and wrong. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the Batman thing, like if Batman would just stop the bad guys, stop the Joker the first time, how many people would be alive if he killed one person? That's a real dilemma for, I won't say real, but it's a dilemma for these, like, for a superhero. It's like, you don't want to kill, but yet if you don't get rid of this person, how many people is he going to kill? The whole injustice is all that is Superman calling out Batman for not killing Joker, and then Batman becomes Omni-Man, or Superman becomes Omni-Man, basically, and just, I'm going to kill you because I'm going to help you stay alive.
I'm gonna save so many more people by doing this.
Exactly. Like, was the whole gotta break some eggs to make the omelet kind of thing. Yeah, so Oliver's gonna be a really cool character going forward. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, the Mark and Sam, Mark and what's her name? Yeah, Sam, right? Eve. Yeah. What do you guys think about them finally getting together?
It fits. I was starting to come around to Amber on season 2. She wasn't as much of as big a pain in the ass as she was in season 1. But
do you think they last? I would say that's a better question.
No.
Okay.
Off and on, of course.
It could be, yeah. Very seldom do superhero couples last. So
that's true.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. And then, well, speaking of superhero couples, we have Kate, Multi-Kate, and Immortal, becoming a couple.
Engaged.
Yeah, they're going to get married, which is kind of crazy. Like Brandman said, this whole thing about balance, it's like there's all these heroes are doing hero stuff, but then you start getting some moral dilemmas and then personal life stuff. It's like, you want to be married, you want to have a partner, you want to have somebody to spend your life with. But what about you, Brian? What you think about Mark and Eve?
I mean, it's the first step of many. They've known each other for a while, so the first iteration doesn't always work out. How often do you marry your high school sweetheart? Or if you do, it's usually later down the line where you're like, okay, now I'm older, I had a little bit more life experience, and you have a little bit more life experience, and we can work these things out, because it's gonna be complicated, because they also work together. So it's going to be complicated. Do you see the world the same way? Mark has to look at Oliver as more important. His mother is more important. He has his own demons with Omni-Man. So, like, there's a lot to unpack there. And Eve has a lot of problems with her own family. So you have to fix that before you can think that you're going to be able to find your forever.
Yeah.
So I just think that this is a first step. I don't think it's going to be the final step. I also don't think it's going to ever go back to a point where they can't reignite.
Okay. And then the last one I have for you guys is the big thing was the Guardians splitting up, and you have a lot of people, Rex, who has a great arc, going right now for Rex. But you have a lot of the people going with Rex and starting a new team, and you have a few people staying back with Immortal and staying as a Guardian. And it all revolves around what Cecil did to Mark by putting in the implant and trying to control him, which upset a lot of the members. That whole situation between the control thing and them splitting up. What you think about that is it a good idea to take all these heroes and split them up? You know, like, are they right for leaving? You know, what you think, Brad Man?
Yeah. It gave me Civil War vibes for sure.
Yep.
It. I could see why they leave. You know, especially with kind of with what happened with Cecil, but at the same time, it kind of seems like they're kind of not looking at it from both sides. They're looking at it more than rather on Mark's side rather than the other, and hearing them out. So I think that's something that could potentially come back to bite them in the butt later this season. You know, it just seems like it kind of seemed like a juvenile decision.
Okay. What about you, Brian?
When you feel like the person you work for doesn't care for you, that's something that's going to happen naturally. Oh, you don't care about, you see me as a weapon, and you replace me as fast as you had me. And what does Cecil do? First thing he said, he tells Immortal, yeah, we'll start having trials next week. What? To replace them. So I mean, they're not wrong. And I mean, that's what makes a compelling storyline. A lot of times it's that everyone has good parts and bad parts on both sides. You know, and I think that's where they're going to go with a lot of stuff. I mean, and then it's going to be, if the Viltrumites are going to be there, you're going to have to fight with these people again. Yeah. This is what it is.
Yeah. It's just like the Civil War kind of stuff going on. Meanwhile, there's this looming like death threat, like literal death threat, you know, that they're waiting for somebody stronger than Anissa to show up, you know, and, you know, Anissa just slapped Mark around like he was a nobody. So, you know, and she said somebody worse is coming. So, you know, it's a lot of setting up for that, like, obviously, but it's just like who has the moral high ground, you know, like, you know, because did you notice, like, besides Kate, like the two older guys, Immortal and Samson, you know, they stuck around. You know, they're like, you know what, it ain't that big of a deal. I get it. I get why he had to do it.
Samson's still more on like, it's good, bad, but where the hell am I going to go?
Yeah. You know, like Immortal was very up his own ass, like, get over it. It's life kind of shit. You know, it reminded me of like boomer mentality. You know, it's like when I was a kid, I had to walk 30 miles to go to school. You know, it's like him. You know, it's like I already got my head crushed by Omni-Man once already. You know, it's like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, so, but yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for wanting to leave. You know, I can't blame them for wanting to leave. So. Is it a smart idea? I don't know. You know, are you safer with being under Cecil's control? You know, and that's kind of like, you know, another dilemma.
Controlled.
You know, but you're being controlled, but you're safer, but you're still being controlled. Now you're out on your own. Well, you have a lot more threats, you know, because you don't have a safe. I mean, their base is safe, but you know, it's not as important. You don't have a backup plan or backup crew, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you guys wanted to bring up? But I just had those couple points.
No, it's always, it's two sides to each story, and you don't know. You understand, once again, we understand why Cecil's the way he is. We understand why Mark's the way he is. How's Mark going to be when Omni-Man comes back? Is he going to be still that same steadfast in his belief system? Like, what happens with Oliver if he crosses the line? How will Mark react to that? I mean, all this stuff is really up in the air. So you say I am rigid in one place, but if you're not rigid in all places, then you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I mean, and should you be rigid like that? You know,
no, you probably shouldn't. And that's but that's maturity, right? That comes from maturity.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, Brandman, or you got anything else? If not,
I can't wait for more.
Yeah.
I absolutely love these first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Slow down. I don't need them all right now. Come on.
I do.
Yeah. Well, now I think we're only getting
It's
we're
over.
getting 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks of Invincible. So
On the upside, they seem to be cutting the waiting time between seasons lower and lower. So hopefully, after this season, it won't be as long.
yeah,
Just
I think
wait.
so.
Just wait.
What? Well, I don't. I gotta look and see how many seasons they signed on for. It was just are they signing on season by season, or did they sign a couple seasons ahead of time?
I know they're working on the next season, but I don't know if it's actually been
like
approved.
greenlit. Yeah. So, because if you get that approval, that kind of like, hey, we want 2 more seasons, we want 3 more seasons, then you're able to like kind of work more consistently, and get it out at a steadier time. But I think it was the same time last year we had season 2, but we had that stupid break in between for whatever reason. So, but I'm super excited. I love this show. The first season got me so hooked on the comics. I read everything.
It's 5 seasons officially.
Oh, is that what it's signed on for?
Yep.
Nice.
4 and 5.
Nice. So so I can definitely see 4 and 5 coming out at the very least the beginning of next year for the next 2 years. Probably they'll probably do a yearly release. So that's good news. That's good news. But cool. Yeah. That's our thoughts for the beginning of Invincible episode 1, 2, and 3 of the new season 3. If you know what's coming, don't do any spoilers. Kind of let the people who watch the show be it. And they're obviously changing a few things. Some things are different. But we want to know what you guys think. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Invincible season 3. If you want to come and be part of the discussion, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Come and join us every Thursday when we talk about the newest episode, because they come out on Thursdays, I believe. So nice and fresh in our minds. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us, and we appreciate everyone in the live chat. And I want you guys to stick around because we're going to get into some of your comments right now.
So I'm guessing you didn't see Mayfair Witches.
I did not see Mayfair Witch.
Look at you. It's becoming Stranger Things all over again.
I'm just so fucking over it. Because I was like, all right, do I watch Invincible or Mayfair Witches? I'm like, I'm watching 3 fucking episodes of Invincible because
you had all day yesterday.
I did, but I was super busy at work yesterday. Today was a little bit better, but tomorrow I'll probably be like 50-50, but I'll probably watch it tomorrow because I got nothing else going on.
No, he's not. Don't believe it, guys. Don't believe the hype.
I gotta watch it before the next.
He's gonna watch Severance, and then next thing you know, he's not gonna end up watching Mayfair again.
Severance, I gotta wait because me and my girlfriend watch that together, so I can't watch it at work. She might kill me. You want to do Spider-Man real quick? That should be fairly quick. I don't think we don't need to get into like details. I don't have like a list of questions like I did with Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a lot more of a simpler show. It's not getting into like heavy hitting moral dilemmas. Mm-hmm. At least I don't think it will.
Say that next episode.
I know, right? All right, let's talk about this real quick. Was it 31? Yeah, we can do this like in 10 minutes. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We are officially halfway through the season. We have the first 5 episodes of this new show over on Disney Plus. It was supposed to get connected to the MCU, and then they changed their mind and said it's not. And in these newer episodes, we saw where it diverts from the MCU, which is cool. Which we'll get into that. So we'll start off with Brandman. What you think about the first half of Spider-Man?
I think it's been fun so far. It's kept me entertained. I really like the theme song. I think the theme song is really fun.
Yeah.
I like you could definitely see that point where they kind of start to break away from where they abandon the idea of connecting it to the MCU.
Mm.
Even though I still think they could have, but um I like I think they're doing pretty good with the character of Spider-Man. I like that they're doing this kind of like charming type take on Norman Osborn rather than him just being a straight up dickhead like he usually is. Um, Even though you kind of you kind of get those kind of slight dickhead tendencies from him, like with him not even remembering his own son's age and that sort of thing. I like how they're going like full on street level with it, which I just automatically associate with Spider-Man. Uh, it's it's kind of setting up like a whole kind of like tragic wrap up for the character of Lonnie Lincoln when
Lonnie?
he
Yeah.
when he ultimately his brother can go to hell. His brother's the villain in this scenario, by the way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but I like it. I like the vibe of the show. I like the really like the animation. I know I'm like one of the few in that demographic, but I think it's fun. I like how it's got like kind of like the old school Jack Kirby vibe meets kind of like newer age animation. I think it's a fun time. I think if I had any complaints about it, I'm getting kind of in the context of the cartoons, I'm kind of getting sick of high school age Spider-Man in almost each cartoon. Do something different. Have like a cartoon with adult age, like 30 something Spider-Man, like married to Mary Jane and being a scientist, or a science teacher like he is in the comics. But overall, it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian? What you think about the first half of the season?
It's okay. I'm not having as much fun. I don't like the animation style. I don't like a lot of the undertones of some of the stuff. I think they leave a lot of stuff unsaid. I don't like what's going on with Lonnie and what they're kind of showing with it. I mean, there's things I don't like in itself. But then when I say that, and I say, oh well, you know what? I look at my kids and they're like, they like it because it's really kiddie. It's more. I'm not trying to think about for me. I got to think about from their point of view. And with that being said, I say, okay, it's fine. It's nothing harmful for it. It is what it is. I know they're very surface level on his friends. Like, I don't think, did we ever talk about Cho? Like, why she has why she's adopted? She foster parents or anything like that. Yeah, foster. Like, it's just there's a lot of things just kind of laying out there. The whole don't tell Aunt May thing's annoying as hell to me. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not. I don't want to just be negative on it. It's not my cup of tea. And I realize that now, and it's just fine. I'm going to watch it and watch it for what it is.
I think they mentioned,
me.
Speaking of, Nico being a foster child, they did mention that her last name is O'Hara and she has a foster brother. I'm pretty sure one of her foster brother's name is Miguel.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that. That's an interesting catch. Yeah. Even the Lonnie Lincoln thing, like once he's like, oh, we gave him a new Tombstone, is like Gravedigger. I was like, oh, is he Tombstone? Like, okay, like because I forgot, like, I remember Lonnie, with the Tombstone from like other shows and stuff like that. But I didn't hate it. I don't like it. I don't like that scenario for Lonnie. Kind of just seems out of left field kind of thing. Like he's so gung-ho about being this athlete. Everyone's saying he's NFL level, which, whatever, and then
He's
all of
also
a sudden, like,
smart, and he's a good kid, and
yeah,
having all these positive things, and then you go with this negative trope, and I just don't. It's not for me.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. But overall with the show, it's okay. Like, it's not my favorite Spider-Man by any means. You know, it's not the worst Spider-Man I've ever seen either. You know, like it's okay. It's definitely more kiddie, and a lot of the things are very superficial so far. Like, we haven't got into anything with a lot of depth. You know, so I think it's trying to have fun and be kiddie, you know, with the Disney Plus thing. There are some kind of cool connections, you know, where you can see where it diverted from the MCU, you know, like Civil War. Like, that's the 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 split, you know, that's the fork in the road between the MCU and this show. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, they came out and told you about that. But yeah, I mean, you know, I still have my doubts with what's going on with Norman Osborn, because I was like, oh, you're being too nice. There's gonna be that switch, and it's gonna kind of like, that sucks, you know. Like, he was such a good guy, but so many people know, so many villains knowing who Spider-Man is this early on, I think is like a little bit of an issue. But I like what's going on with him and Harry's relationship, and some of the other things, you know, even when he's in the scientist club, you know, he's with animated show, and who's it? It's not Shuri. I forgot what her name was, but she was Wakandan. You know, so she's super smart. And I forgot what the other person. Did they have a connection to anything else?
I don't think they did. I don't think the third character did.
You know, because Amadeus becomes a Hulk. I think he becomes the Hulk for a little while, but he's a comic book character. The Wakanda thing is definitely a shout out to the MCU kind of stuff, I think. Although I don't know why a person from Wakanda will go to an Oscorp thing when their technology is so much more advanced. So okay, cool. You just got to throw a Wakandan in there, I guess, for, you know, reasons. But, you know, I mean, you know, the Connor, you know, the Croc is in there, you know. So even in this last episode, you had the Rhino, you know, he wasn't the Rhino yet. So it's a lot of, you know, early prequel-y stuff, you know. So I don't hate it, you know. It's good. It's good enough. And I like the animation. Oh, man, I can't get into it. I can't get into it. It just feels so cheap. It just feels so cheap for me, you know. And I get what they're trying to do with the old school kind of comic book vibes. It's not hitting. It's not taking me out of the show by any means, but it's just not hitting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like I said, there's some shows that are not for you, some shows are for someone else. Yeah. And you need to just accept it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying watching it. I'm not sitting here like, oh, it's so stupid, you know, like I can't believe I have to watch this, you know. Like the last 3 episodes, I was like, oh, okay, you know, I was like, let's watch the next episode, you know. But I'm not itching like Invincible. I'm itching to see the next episode. Like I can wait next week. I can wait a week to see, you know, what 2 or 3 more episodes. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal for me. But yeah, but cool. Any final thoughts before we finish discussion?
Pretty much it on my end.
Okay. So this is the first half of the season. So in 2 weeks we get the other 5 episodes. I believe we get 2 or 3 next week, and then the week after we get the other remaining episodes. So once it's all over, we'll do another discussion with the entire show, the entire season, I should say, and we'll discuss to see how, if it maybe got better, maybe got worse. We'll see. But we want to hear from you guys, and we want to know what you guys think about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Do you like it so far? Do you hate it? Where you kind of feeling it about, you know, do you wish it would have stayed in the MCU? I kind of wish it did too, you know. So but yeah, we want to hear your thoughts. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you can come and check out our next discussion in a couple weeks about the next half of the Spider-Man show. But yeah, we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to get into your comments right now. Cool. That's all I got.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not watching this spider crap.
It's not horrible. It's just my kids were very excited to watch next episode, and it's just I don't think it's for me. It's fine though.
Yeah. So not everything needs to be adult. This is how you generate generational fans. Yeah, and I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in the younger audience, which is just fine, But I do agree with Brandman where I was like I'm over high school Spider-Man. Like I want Spider-Man to be a fucking man at this point. Like, I have adult problems, like not who he's gonna go to prom with, or I want like how's he gonna pay for rent, like how's he gonna pay for food, like real adult issues,
Mm-hmm.
So right. But that's all I got for the night.
Yeah. I'm pooped.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Spider-Man versus the IRS.
Yeah, but I mean that's part of Spider-Man's what makes him the interesting character is he's broke all the time, like all the time. Like he goes on a date with Miss Marvel, not Kamala Khan, but Carol Danvers when she was still Miss Marvel. They go on a date and like she pays for everything because she got money, and like the bad guys come in and attack, and he's still eating. He's like, this is free food. What are you talking about? Like you're Captain Marvel, you got it.
I don't know where the next meal's gonna come from. We gotta
make it count.
Yeah. So there's like that. There's ones where like he's playing poker with a bunch of them, and I think he's playing with Kingpin. And like, you've seen that? If you read that one, I forgot what comic book that one's from, but I remember
that's recent too. I definitely remember that.
Yeah, I think that was from it was from a Spider-Man film or a movie, not a comic book. Jeez, but but it's funny. Is like he was able to use his spider sense to know if he was like lying, and shit like that. So I'm like, oh, that's good. So he able to pretty much took all of Kingpin's money, and they gave it to a charity. And I think he just took enough for some flowers for MJ and enough for like a dinner, and then like all the thousands of dollars he won, he just gave to a charity.
Give it to someone else. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Yep.
Yeah. So he's broke. The DMV versus DMV. That's a good one.
Not gonna win that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but cool. I appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. Mama Bear staying to the end, she's staying to the end, Cleaves checking in on our Invincible talk. Definitely go watch the that third episode of Invincible. It's really good. Yeah, from beginning to the end, like everything that happens with Oliver is really good. Mark is not fucking around with Cecil this season anymore. So, but yeah, I think this is gonna be a really cool season. So, but yeah, let's get out of here. We was what's today? Today's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's Monday. No, so Silo on Saturday, which not Silo, Severance on Saturday, which
I need to do a book review because I'm telling you, I was crying. I was like, good books. Oh goodness,
shit, yes, definitely do one. I don't even know if I can say those two words, even though they're separate words together.
Yeah.
What's that?
Your eye candy. I didn't say the other half.
Guy.
Comma. Guy.
You're so thirsty. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, hey,
time me out.
It's funny because I was gonna time her out. I looked at it, I was like, am I gonna delete this comment? Nah, I'm good. Can't do it.
But Severance on Saturday. So if you watch that show, come and join us. If you're not watching that show, why not?
Come join us.
Go watch it. Come join us because that is an amazing show. And from the synopsis I heard of this next episode, it sounds like it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, definitely talk that. And then Monday, I think we got a couple movies. I think I'm gonna go see the Love Hurts.
Love Hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that on Friday. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to make time for it. Probably gonna go see Hard Eyes first.
Oh, I forget. I'm gonna be in Dallas, right?
Yeah, you're going. Well, Saturday you're still gonna be here, right?
I'll still be here Saturday because we're definitely doing Severance, and then we'll see how good internet connection is in Dallas. We'll see.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. But yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys on Saturday. Later,
guys.
Where am I at? There we go.